We're going to go to Washington now and that historic and bitter showdown on Capitol Hill. House Democrats voted last night to condemn President Trump's racist tweets, the first congressional condemnation of a president in more than a century. Only 4 Republicans voted for the resolution as the GOP closed ranks behind the president. Our senior congressional correspondent Mary Bruce was on Capitol Hill for the dramatic confrontation. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, George. Well, this was an extremely rare rebuke and quite a scene here on the House floor. A raucous fight exposed those deep partisan divides here on the Hill as Democrats voted to send a clear message to the president about those racist tweets, and Republicans overwhelmingly voted to defend him. A bitter battle on the House floor.
I make a point of order.
Exposing the sharp partisan divide.
I know racism when I see it. I know racism when I feel it. And at the highest level of government, there's no room for racism.
In those tweets, I see nothing that references anybody's race. Not a thing. I don't see anyone's name being referenced in the tweets.
Democrats passing a resolution to condemn President Trump's recent attacks against 4 congresswomen, telling them to go back to the countries they came from.
These comments from the White House are disgraceful and disgusting, and the comments are racist.
That statement igniting chaos on the floor.
I made a point of order that the gentlewoman's parliamentarian and request they be taken down.
Republicans objecting to the speaker even using the word racist to describe the president's tweets, saying it breaks the rules. Ultimately, only 4 Republicans agreed, voting to condemn the president. The women at the center of the controversy say Republicans are putting the president first.
They could not bring themselves to have the basic human decency to vote against the statement that the president made on the floor.
They're choosing him over country.
Trump had urged his party not to, quote, show weakness. Are these attacks good politics? Are they good for Republicans?
Let's find out. No, I don't think they're. First of all, I don't think they're attacks.
They're not attacks? Him saying they should go back to their country isn't an attack?
No.
While most Republicans have been hesitant to respond, party leaders are now falling in line. Mitch McConnell breaking his silence Tuesday, refusing to say if the comments were racist and insisting there's plenty of blame to go around.
From the president to the speaker to freshman members of the House, all of us have a responsibility to elevate the public discourse.
Now, after this contentious vote, one Congressman, Representative Al Green of Texas, took things even further, introducing articles of impeachment against the president. Now, despite the fact that Democratic leaders here are opposed to this move, it could force them to take up the issue, George, sometime in the coming days.
Yeah, and that is not something House Speaker Nancy Pelosi wants. Okay, Mary, thanks very much. Let's bring in John Carl, our chief White House correspondent, for more on this. So the battle lines for 2020 getting pretty clearly drawn here right now, John. The president clearly wants that squad of 4 Democratic congresswomen to be the face of the Democratic Party.
George, he has been explicit about them. These 4 Democrats represent the progressive left of the party. He wants to basically turn them into his opposition for 2020. Just look at his tweet yesterday where he said Nancy Pelosi tried to push them away, but now they are forever wedded to the Democratic Party. See you in 2020. So in a way, this is working. The party is rallying around those 4 in the attacks, in the wake of the attacks from the president. But there's a real risk here for the president because his highest approval ratings are on the handling of the economy. He could be running a presidential re-election campaign based on that age-old question, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? But instead, he's telegraphing an election based on fear, division, racial resentment that will alienate a lot of people that, frankly, are better off or feel better off than they were 4 years ago. It's also, by the way, a strategy that basically failed in the 2018 midterms.
Yeah, you saw minorities and women come out in record numbers in 2018, young people as well. But there are risks for the Democrats here as well. A lot of the successful Democrats in 2018, moderates who emphasize bread and butter issues like health care.
Absolutely. These 4, particularly Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, are the most famous Democrats, freshman Democrats, in some cases more well-known than the party's presidential candidates, but they are not particularly popular, in some cases very unpopular, in those swing districts that won the Democrats their majority in 2018. So, yes, very clearly risk for the Democrats as well.
John Carl, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.